Pamela Cooper here with Refined Properties of Fredericksburg, and I am here today with Pamela Garrett, who is the Executive Director of the Safe Harbor Child Advocacy Center. It's such an honor to be here. I'm just a big supporter of what you do here. Tell us a little bit about what you do here, what you've been doing, and what your vision is.
Okay. Safe Harbor has been around since May of 2009, and what we do is we work to reduce the trauma to child victims of abuse by bringing all the agencies together that would be involved in the investigation, bringing them here to a child-friendly, neutral place, and so that we can wrap the child up with the services. And the biggest and most important is that we can get treatment started with the child right after they've disclosed their abuse, and we are now capable of doing case management and following the child from the beginning to end.
How many counties do you support around here?
We serve the city of Fredericksburg and the counties of Spotsylvania, Stafford, King George, and Caroline County.
That's quite a bit of area to cover, and I know that you are actually looking to expand your space too, because you have quite a number of people that you work with, a number of agencies that you also work with, and I'm just curious as to what your plan is for the future for Safe Harbor.
We know that we need to grow, because on any given day when we have a case come through the center, we can have as many as 12 to 15 people that sit in our conference room just watching the interview and helping the interviewer with the child. And we'll have a family sitting in a room, we're doing case management, and at the same time we have therapy that comes on site. So we're doing a very complicated dance trying to watch over our families to keep things anonymous for them, so that they don't feel like everybody knows their business, but at the same time try to help the businesses that are the agencies that come to the center to help them get their job done. This is actually the waiting room for both the teenage kids and the smaller children. Because we're growing so fast, we had to take over the teenage waiting room and turn that into our therapy room. So in here on any given day, you can have a child playing with toys, watching movies, a parent sitting on the nice comfy couch, and we feed them snacks and make sure that they have lots of water and juice to help ease through the long day, because sometimes they can be here 2-3 hours, maybe more, depending on if the child needs an exam.
Tell me about this horse over here. This story.
This is our favorite new horse, and this beautiful thing came to us from the Strength and Honor Motorcycle Club, and they came in. It was so nice. I got this call. One of the detectives from Stafford County, Pat Tudor, is in the club with them and asked me if they could bring a pony down for us. And here came all these motorcycles one evening, very loud, and these tall men all in leather, and around the corner came a really big guy, a couple of big guys carrying this little tiny pony in. It was so wonderful, and they were so gentle with this pony. It was so nice, and they told me how to feed it and how to take care of it. So Pat comes in whenever she has an interview. She always checks on the pony to be sure it's okay. But it's been a hit. We've had everything from 15-year-old kids sitting on it to little wee ones. So. And it's fun because they're here for a horrible, awful event in their life, and when they're going out the door, they're smiling and they're saying, wow, I had fun. Can we come back? When's the next time we come back? And that helps, because if they come into therapy, this is a positive place, and they know that they're coming back to this place and there's help for them here.
So Pam and I are in the interview room, and I love this room. I love the comforts that you put in here. It feels very relaxing. It feels homey, but you've got a couple of special setup things in here. Tell me about them.
Okay, when a child comes in here, we always get them to sit in this chair, because we have a camera up on the corner up there that pans down on the child, and it allows us to monitor their body language, to see if they're in distress, and to kind of see how they're reacting in the interview. And it also catches this where we use the child first forensic interview practice, and it builds rapport, and it's done in the child's word. And the person who's been trained has to go through a 5-day training and take a test in order to do it. It's very extensive, but it's comfortable too, because like if you have a 4-year-old little girl, they're drawing a face, and it's we're checking to see where they are developmentally, but they think they're having fun drawing this face and with their little face and their nose and their hairdos, and then you start out with where do you live, a house, a trailer, or something else, and then they start telling you everybody who lives in the family, and it builds until they can tell you what their body parts are, and we introduce like little figures, and they tell us which one's a boy, which one's a girl, and then they tell you their body parts, and then they get to tell the story in their words. Because usually after they get done with that part and they're asked, is there any place you're not supposed to be touched, the child will say yes, and the point right here and there, and then has anybody ever done that? And that's when the story usually starts.